What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over why I went with the 2024 Honda Civic EX sedan trim over the other 2024 Honda Civic trims. I'm also going to go over the key features of each Civic trim. But before we get started, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's go guys! So in our previous video where I gave some of my first impressions and a walk around of our new 2024 Honda Civic sedan, we got a few questions on why we didn't choose to buy other trims of the Civic. So in this video, I'm going to go over each of the other 2024 Honda Civic trims and discuss key features, what I liked and didn't like about them, and explain why I chose the EX trim over each of those other trims. The 2024 Honda Civic sedan is available in 4 trims. The entry-level trim is the LX, then we have the Sport, above that is the EX trim, which is the trim we have, and at the top is the Touring. The LX sedan trim comes with a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, which is considered the more reliable engine out of the 2 engines offered on the Civic, which I think is really important for the base trim. It also gets 40 miles per gallon on the highway, which is pretty good. But aside from these 2 features, I personally think the Civic LX sedan trim is severely lacking in features for what you're paying. For one, the LX sedan comes with 16-inch steel rims with hubcaps, which I do not like. Something about having steel rims with covers didn't feel right, especially buying a new car in 2024. I also did not like that it did not come with a leather-wrapped steering wheel. This was important to me because the plastic steering wheel doesn't feel great holding. But of course you can buy a steering wheel cover, but I wasn't interested in doing that. The other feature the Civic LX sedan is lacking is smart key entry and remote start. I thought that it was interesting that Honda gave the LX trim push button start but not smart key entry. The Sonic Gray paint is not available on the LX trim, and for $25,000 I felt that there were better options in the class that offered more for your dollar. Sport trim is the next trim in the Civic sedan lineup. The Sport trim is the volume seller of the Civic for good reason. It's a very good looking car, and I'd argue the best looking out of the Civic trims. By choosing this trim you get some black 18-inch wheels. This is the largest diameter wheel you can get on a Civic. It also has leather steering wheel with paddle shifters. It also has sport driving mode, smart key entry, and remote start. It has the same 2.0 4-cylinder engine found on the LX sedan, but instead gets 37 miles per gallon on the highway. The lower MPG is due to the larger wheels. It also has sport cloth interior that I think looks good. Although the Sport trim seems to be the trim that most people go for, the reason why I didn't pursue the Sport trim is because it does not have blind spot monitoring, and I wanted a car that got more than 40 miles per gallon on the highway. For $27,100, the Civic Sport should really have blind spot monitoring. But if these 2 features aren't important to you, then I think the Sport trim is a solid option. The EX trim is the next trim and is the trim we chose to go with. The EX trim has the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It achieves 42 miles per gallon on the highway, and this is currently the highest MPG you can get out of any Civic for the 2024 model year. The EX trim does not have paddle shifters or sport mode like the Sport trim, but it does have blind spot monitoring. It also has a sunroof and heated seats. Usually you don't see heated seats with a car that has cloth seats, so this was a pleasant surprise. I also don't find myself using sunroofs in the car that I have, but it is a nice feature to have. And it has nice looking 17-inch alloy wheels, but the primary reason why we got the Civic EX sedan trim is because it has nice alloy wheels, blind spot monitoring, and high MPG. At $28,500, I think this is a fair price and worth the $1,400 premium over the Sport trim, considering you're getting a more powerful engine, a lot better fuel economy, sunroof, heated seats, and blind spot monitoring. I just wish that Honda made a 17-inch size wheel with that same design as the Sport trim and put it on the EX trim. That would have made this car perfect for me. The Touring trim is the top Civic sedan trim. It has the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine as the EX trim, but because the Touring trim comes with 18-inch wheels, it only achieves 38 miles per gallon on the highway. The Civic Touring has leather trim seats, Bose sound system, wireless charging, fog lights, parking sensors, rear USB ports, blind spot, and heated seats. The Touring is priced at $32,100, And personally, this is a tough pill to swallow because this is into mid-size sedan territory, which I personally would go for if I was shopping at this price point. As some of you probably know, the 2024 Honda Civic is available in two body styles, the hatchback and the sedan. Now in this video, I was primarily comparing the Civic sedan trims, but right now I'm going to go over briefly the hatchback trims and why I didn't choose the hatchback body style. The hatchback comes in 4 trim levels. The base level is the LX, then we have the Sport, above that is the EXL, and at the top is the Sport Touring. Unlike the LX sedan, the LX hatchback comes with alloy wheels, which is very nice to see. I personally think that no new car should have steel wheels with hubcap covers. Cars are so expensive nowadays, nobody wants something that screams cheap after spending so much money on a brand new car. The Sport hatchback trim has the same 18-inch wheels as the Sport sedan trim. I think this trim looks the best out of the Civic hatchback trims. Both the LX Sport trims of the hatchback have the 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine, so you will have the more reliable engine on these two trims. Blind spot is on the EXL trim and Sport Touring trim. Both of these trims have the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. The EXL has the same 17-inch wheels as the EX sedan trim. The Sport Touring has the same size 18-inch wheels as a Touring sedan, but a different design that I think looks better. Both these trims will have leather trim seats and a standard size sunroof. Like the Civic Touring sedan, the Civic Sport Touring hatchback has leather trim seats, Bose sound system, wireless charging, fog lights, parking sensors, rear USB, blind spot heated seats. The Sport Touring is priced at $33,000, and I personally think, again, that this is a tough pill to swallow because this is into mid-size sedan territory, which I personally would go for if I was shopping at this price point. Because the Civic hatchback is, well, a hatchback, it offers a lot more storage capacity than Civic sedan body style, which I really liked about this hatchback body style. But the main reasons why I did not choose any of the hatchback trims is because I didn't like the way the rear of the car looks. I think the rear of the sedan body style looks better. I also was looking for a longer car, and the hatchback comes in about 6 inches shorter than the sedan. And the last reason why I didn't choose a hatchback trim was because they got less MPG and were more expensive compared to the comparable sedan trim. All in all, I think that the Honda offers a good variety of Civic trims to choose from. I personally think that Civic EX sedan is the best value of the bunch, but let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video. It's been Moral Productions, and we're out. Peace.